Hey everyone, and welcome back to Purpose of Heart, the podcast. I'm your host, Priscilla Allman. And right now, I just want you to take a second to pause and to breathe. We're going to reset. We've made it midway through another week, right? Your responsibilities, conversations, decisions, moments that you may not have the time to process right when they happened. And right now, this is your invitation to pause, to not rush back into what's next, but to sit, to focus, maybe have a chance to realign just a little bit. Why do we need realignment? Life has a way of pulling us in absolutely every which way, all of these different directions. There are expectations, deadlines, responsibilities, and in the middle of it all, it's easy for our hearts to drift, not intentionally, not all at once, but gradually. We start off the week with good intentions, and somewhere along the way, distractions take over. Our focus shifts, our peace feels unsettled, our connection with God feels a little distant. And the truth is, misalignment doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it just feels a little off. Here's the beautiful part though. You don't have to stay in that space. God's invitation to return is always open. Lamentations 3:22-23. Through the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. That means you don't have to carry the weight of this past week into the next one. You don't have to strive to fix everything at once. You simply return. Realignment isn't about perfection, it's about positioning. It's choosing to bring your heart back into alignment with truth. It's saying, God, I want you to be first again. God, I want to hear you clearly again. I want to walk with you closely again. And the moment you begin to turn your heart towards him, realignment begins. Before you can realign, you have to recognize where you drifted. And this is not about judgment, it's about awareness. Take a moment to gently ask yourself, where did my focus go this week? What consumed most of my thoughts? What took priority over time with God? Where did I feel the most disconnected? Sometimes it's not one big thing, although it could be. Sometimes it's just like a bunch of small shifts: busyness, distraction, overwhelm. And slowly those things begin to take up space in your heart. Realignment requires release. You can't carry everything into a new week and expect to feel light. So, what do you need to lay down today? Is it stress you've been holding, expectations you've been trying to meet, disappointments you haven't processed, pressure you've placed on yourself? 1 Peter 5:7 says, casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you. That word casting means to throw, to fully release it, not hold on to it halfway, not revisit it repeatedly. Release it. After release comes refocus. Matthew 6:33 reminds us to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. When God is first, everything else finds its proper place. Not perfect, not effortless, but aligned. Because when your priorities are aligned, your heart feels settled. Realignment requires space, right? Psalm 46:10 says, be still and know that I am God. Stillness is not inactivity, it's awareness. It's choosing to pause long enough to recognize God's presence again, even if it's just for a few moments. Sometimes what needs realignment is not just your schedule, but your identity. Throughout the week, you may have been defined by your responsibilities, your performance, others' expectations, but none of those define you. Your identity is rooted in who God says you are. And when you come back to Him, you're reminded that you're not what you produce, you're not what you achieve, you are His. As you prepare for this new week that's upcoming, don't rush ahead without intention. Ask God, Lord, how do you want me to walk this week? Where do I need to be? Or what do I need to do to stay aligned with you? What do I need to prioritize? Because when you begin with your week with intention and focus, you move differently through it. If this week felt heavy, if you felt distant, if you felt like you could have done better, I want you to hear this. You're not behind, you're being invited back. God is not measuring your past week, He's welcoming you into a new one. Realignment is not a one-time moment, it's a continual return, a daily decision to say, God, I trust you again. I choose you again. I place you first again. And every time you return, you grow stronger. As you move into this new week, carry this truth with you. You don't have to strive, you have to stay aligned and abide in Him. God will be with you and meet you there. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then.